Trinidad is my land, and of it I am proud and glad. But I can't understand why some people just talk it bad. But I know all of them we running them out. Don't know where they're talking about. They would paint you black every day, and the right things they would never say. Like our sportsmen being rated among the best. Our scholars have sit and passed every test and put us right outside the rest. But then our pitch lake is the greatest one of its kind. Our sugar and oil is ready refined. So you see, friends, this is correct in Solomon's mind. They just talk some nonsense. Me ain't know where they're doing it for. About so much violence, man, you would swear that we fighting war. And of course, we have the delinquents to face. But just like any other place, look, things that I say about here is really too much for me to bear, because my people are daily making progress.
Good morning. Please remain, please stand for the procession of graduates. have your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen carefully for the safety briefing.
Welcome to the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies. You are located at the CLR James Auditorium. There are no planned drills today. In the event of an emergency, you will hear an alarm. Once the alarm is heard, please proceed to the nearest exit, either to the right of the stage or to the back of the auditorium. Once outside, please assemble on the open playing field where you will receive further directions from the college's emergency response team. Washrooms are located to the right side of the stairs as you exit the auditorium and to the left of this stage. Kindly be reminded that this is a no-smoking facility, and eating and drinking are also not permitted inside of the auditorium. Do enjoy your stay at the college.
May I invite you to stand again as we ask Mr. Samuel Dunton, the Corporate Secretary, to lead us in the singing of the National Anthem. And in Cipriani College, we sing the National Anthem.
Forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Please give a round of applause to our beautiful Trinidad and Tobago. You may have your seats. I just want to, Samuel will probably be thanked in the formal vote of thanks, but I think it bears saying that all of these decorations were done by Samuel. So now, and I want to issue a warning to my good friend, Ms. Natalie Willis, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labor. You have already kidnapped Colin and Melissa to do presentations. Samuel is out of bounds. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Andre Vincent Henry, and I am proud to be the director of the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies. Senator the Honorable Leroy Batiste, Minister of Labor, Small and Micro Enterprise Development, Ms. Natalie Willis, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labor, Small and Micro Enterprise Development, Mr. Sheldon Celino, Deputy Director for Academic Affairs, members of the executive team of the college, academic deans, staff of the Ministry of Labor, Small and Micro Enterprise Development, the executive director, and other members of staff of the Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago, other invited guests, friends, family, and well-wishers of the graduating class. Our class of 2025, in whom we are so well pleased. It is my honor and pleasure to greet you this morning, and I must start by welcoming the Honorable Minister back to the college, this time in his elevated status as our line minister. The Honorable Leroy Baptiste has served on our Board of Governors from 2019 until his appointment as minister earlier this year. And now the challenge to you, sir. It's good when you have them in a place where they can't answer you. These are my two bosses. It is my hope, and indeed my expectation, that the passion that you brought to your career as a trade unionist will be used in the defense of the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies and its unique mandate among tertiary education institutions in the Caribbean. My staff say what? I ain't hear. What my staff say? Amen. This year, 409 individuals have completed their respective programs of study in our standard accredited program courses. 241 are female, 168 are male, and this is a concern for me as an educator. Our graduates come from 9 Caribbean countries: Anguilla, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica, St. Lucia, and of course, the home team from Trinidad and Tobago. Permit me to quote our registrar, who described this class as reflecting the beautiful span of lifelong learning. Our eldest is 60 years old, proving that it is never too late to pursue your dreams, and our youngest is just 18, reminding us that the future is bright and full of possibilities. In this class, we have a husband and wife, and we have a son of a previous graduate who herself took advantage of our nested and stacked program design to complete 3 levels of certification at the college. The graduating class of 2025 in our standard programs is in addition to the 428 participants in our introductory programs, and these introductory programs provide a unique pathway for working people to access tertiary education. We also had 529 participants in our specialized training offerings. We see specialized training and micro-credentialing as one of the college's growth areas. In our partnership with the on-the-job training program, we provided training to 1,726 trainees. Through our outreach program, we brought together 600 persons in our webinar series. Another exciting growth area is our community-based action for resilience, empowerment, and success, or CCLCS, as we call it for short. For this academic year, more than 400 students were registered. This is our newest program, and it was designed to give our youth an attractive and cost-effective opportunity to connect with our experienced faculty and achieve their academic goals in CSEC examinations. Beyond the obvious benefit, this program creates a bridge to our accredited competency-based education and training. We are pleased to welcome 44 graduates from the first cohort of CARES into our standard programs. Honorable Minister, Permanent Secretary, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 8 years, I have been telling my colleagues that we need to embrace the prospect that as Cipriani employees, we are entrusted with a sacred duty in which working people are giving us the privilege to contribute to their development. Many of them are doing so at great personal sacrifice as they balance work, family life, and a very demanding academic discipline. It is for this reason that I recall the worst memory in my tenure as director. Standing here 8 years ago, in my first graduation ceremony, the then acting chairman of the Board of Governors, and this is why a chairman is so important, referred to this institution, unwittingly perhaps, but very insultingly nevertheless, as a school of last resort. Permit me, for the next few minutes, to share with our graduating class the pedigree of your institution, so you can have even more pride in your certification and the foundation on which your instruction was based. Our project over the last 8 years has been to establish Cipriani College as a premier institution of lifelong learning and an active contributor to national development. We want this institution to be recognized as a center of excellence in tertiary education. We want to be recognized as the thought leader in matters relating to the world of work, based on rigorous original research and the dissemination of knowledge products. In 2017, and I must pause to recognize and express my appreciation to Mr. Floyd, the Executive Director of ACTT, and his colleague, Ms. Sherma Joseph, who have worked with us institutionally and individually over the last 8 years. So in 2017, the college was up for renewal of our institutional accreditation. In preparing the self-study, we were writing not what we had accomplished, but what we hoped to do. And we faced that evaluation process with some trepidation. We received continuing accreditation for a period of 5 years with a long shopping list of conditions, Floyd. Curtis, including, we needed to bolster curriculum and program review, to increase relevance, to include higher order thinking skills. We need to increase the output of academic research. We needed to develop and strengthen capacity within the institution to provide in-house training to our teaching staff. We needed to enhance monitoring of the strategic plan and strategic objectives, including ongoing goal setting and review. We needed an annual self-appraisal of the board. We needed to review the Cipriani College Act. We needed to review and approve governance policies. We needed to generate additional revenue due to the reduction in government subventions. We needed to upgrade our ICT network. We needed to increase stakeholder outreach, including with the Alumni Association. We needed to develop a comprehensive system to evaluate and reward effective teaching. And we needed to forge effective ties with partner institutions so as to strengthen CCLCS and its higher education brand. Please put your phones on silent. In 2023, when the Accreditation Council visited us again to evaluate us again, we were able to enter that process with confidence and with a track record of accomplishments. This was reflected in our earning a period of institutional accreditation that matches that of the University of the West Indies. Permit me now, yeah, you could have clapped if you want, yeah. Permit me to celebrate my colleagues and to share with you some of our accomplishments just over this past year. We completed the first ever comprehensive review of the Caribbean labor market as a consultancy for the Caribbean Development Bank. This major work was one of the main outputs of the bank and was presented at its annual meeting in addition in addition to a comprehensive regional report, we produced 16 individual country reports. We are now the repository of the only such data set in the Caribbean. In collaboration with the National Productivity Council, which I had the honor to chair, we designed and executed the first ever productivity survey in Trinidad and Tobago. Minister, this is a valuable information that can be used to support evidence-based decision-making on national productivity improvement. In collaboration with the Ministry of Youth Development, we started the process of developing a national youth employment policy. We completed a national survey of more than 1,000 young people. Again, Honorable Minister, we believe that we are primed to convert this into a national employment policy consistent with ILO's Employment Policy Convention of 1967, C-122. But our reach goes beyond our shores. We've just completed a review of the active labor market policies and design of a plan of action for the improvement of public employment services in Belize in a program that was funded by the ILO. Once again, I can say it's very easy for us to do that for Trinidad and Tobago. We have been contracted by the Co-Operative Development Department of Belize to design and deliver training program for its staff and 2 different cohorts of cooperatives in the country in a program that is funded by the World Bank. We recently completed training for artisanal fishers in Guyana in a joint UN Food and Agriculture Organization and ILO project. Just this week, I signed an agreement for OSH capacity development in another FAO project in Guyana. This will be executed by our Dean for OSH, Barry Parasram, and our colleague, Zahir Hosseini. We completed a revamp of the cooperative development policy for Dominica. Our expertise and mastery in the field of cooperative development was demonstrated in the invitation to the college to participate in the EUCAN seminar, Nourishing Futures Together program, where our Dean for Cooperative Studies, Mr. Colin Bartholomew, will present a paper on the role of the social and solidarity economy in promoting social justice in their meeting in Dominica next week. And Colin is a busy man, and I am grateful to Roxy for giving you visas. Because the week after, he and our Deputy Director for Academic Affairs, Mr. Sheldon Celino, will be at the ILO Training Center in Turin, Italy, as part of an international thought leaders meeting on achieving social justice through the social and solidarity economy. They will be making presentations at this meeting. In August, or was it October? Dean Barry Parasram presented a paper at the Human Factors and Ergonomic Society Aspire 2025, one of the foremost occupational health and safety conferences in the world, where it is very competitive to be allowed to make a presentation. As I mentioned, we are committed to ensuring that CCLCS becomes the undisputed leader in research and knowledge dissemination related to the social and solidarity economy. Minister, we see this paradigm as a powerful weapon in empowering working people and totally consistent and supportive of our historical mandate and your own vision. We are also reminded of our responsibility to the labor movement in the Caribbean. We have forged a strong partnership with the Caribbean Congress of Labor, and we provide the CCL's General Secretariat, for which we receive some compensation, but more importantly, the connection and networking with the regional trade union movement has been invaluable. In this regard, we have been impacting on regional policy in the areas of migration and industrial relations and building of a new social contract. I wish to recognize and pay tribute to my colleague, Mr. Christian Mora, who, in addition to his responsibilities as the college's human resource manager, effectively serves as the Chief Operating Officer of the Caribbean Congress of Labor. Thank you, Chris. This year, we held the 4th edition of the Caribbean World of Work Forum. At the conclusion of the forum, participants identified a full research agenda. We are aware of the paucity of primary research on world of work issues in the Caribbean. We know the frustration of having to infer from data that is not Caribbean specific. We have realized that we do not have the resources to tackle this agenda, so we are in the process of forming the Caribbean World of Work Research Consortium. We expect that initiative will give us access to additional resources as well as assist in the dissemination of knowledge. We have also noted that within the limited original research on the world of work, there is an even more neglected sub-area, that is, gender in the world of work. While the University of the West Indies has a distinguished Center for Gender Studies, the important focus on gender in the world of work is lacking. To this end, I am pleased to share that we have inaugurated the Clotilde Walcott Gender Hub, which has started its work program under the dedicated competence of Dr. Sadika Khan, our Dean for Interdisciplinary Studies. The core of our work is teaching and learning. Our challenge is to ensure the continued relevance of our teaching to the world of work. We therefore have to continue our transition to more solidly competency-based teaching and learning, designed to ensure that when our graduates enter into new roles based on their certification here, their learning curves will be short and flat. This is well demonstrated by our work in occupational safety and health. We have followed up our accreditation by the Institution of Occupational Health and Safety, or IOSH, the premier international professional certification in the area. We have reached agreement with the National Examination Board in Occupational Health and Safety to offer their certification, further buttressing the opportunities for our OSH students. I salute our Dean Barry Parshram for his initiative. I'm almost done with my welcome remarks. Honorable Minister, Permanent Secretary, and friends, in October 2026, this college will celebrate its Diamond Jubilee. I believe our best days are before us. We operate in straitened national economic times, in a global tertiary education ecosystem that is feeling its way through rapid changes. Yet, we believe that there is a place in the regional tertiary education system that only we are filling. And it is our intention to sustain through academic rigor and integrity, and with deep appreciation of the need for a world of equity and justice. Graduating class, as you move to the next stage of your development, forgive me for sharing with you the citation on my own doctoral certificate. It says that this degree comes with rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. Our underlying purpose is to prepare you not only to advance in the world of work, but to equip you to fulfill your responsibilities to produce social good, even as we advance the college as an institution and development actor. Some may say that my address has been one of blowing our institutional horn, and I'm reminded of my old Latin teacher at Queen's Royal College, a Bajan man, Andrea, with the name Schofield Pilgrim. Once when I boasted about knowing something, he said in his best Bajan accent, "Self-praise is no praise at all." As I was finishing this presentation 2 days ago, my colleague Barry Parshram shared with me an unsolicited video from a former student who made my case far more poignantly than I could ever. Please listen carefully.
Hi, my name is Nicola Prince, and I'm here to tell you about my journey when I went to Cipriani Labour College from 2014 to 2023. My journey started off doing the 10 Saturdays in occupational health, safety, and environment. After the 10 Saturdays, I went on to do a certificate in the same occupational health, safety, and environment. After I passed my certificate, I went on to do my diploma in occupational health, safety, and environment as well. But during my diploma, I had also take a year leave because I was not feeling well, and I stopped. And then after I felt better, I came back on to continue my diploma, which I had passed. After my diploma, I went to ask admin if I want to do my bachelor's degree, how long will it take to do my degree? They said it will take 6 years. So I said, so long this will take, boy? Nah, boy, I can't take so long to do a degree, 6 years. So I said, no, let me go and do another program in something else. So I decided I'll do a certificate in human resource management. I went on and did it, and it was good, but I find it was a little hard, but nonetheless, I ended up still doing it, and I passed it. And after I finished, got the certificate, I went on to do the bachelor's degree in occupational safety and health management. I had a lot of help from my lecturers. Also, my then lecturer, Mr. Barry Parasar, he was my lecturer, and when I started the degree. And then I had 1 year I started off good, and the next year I had financial problems, and he said, don't worry about it. Cipriani, do a payment plan so you'll be able to pay each month something. So I said, oh, I didn't know that. And he said, yeah, you can do that. I said, oh, thanks a lot, sir. That's how I stayed on and continued doing my bachelor's degree. He was there with me along. He helped plenty of us who was in his class, a lot of us, which we are so grateful of. And then while doing my going to Cipriani and doing all those certificates, I never graduated actually. I said I only graduated once, of course, in that stage once, right? So I make sure and pass my courses, and I was self-paid. I paid for my own course as well. So I had to make sure I passed. I'm not feeling anything while I do my bachelor's degree to go back and do it. No. And so was there to guide us along. So he was very helpful, and I was very thankful. After I graduated, but before I graduated, the company that's working for Bobbia's Biscuit Company, they had me training, and I didn't finish graduate. But I had gotten my letter from Cipriani saying, yes, I have completed. I'm a bona fide student at Cipriani Labour College. So I was able to give that to my company, and they allowed me a 3 months training while I was working and while I had finished. So I was just waiting for graduation. So they allowed me the 3 months training. After the 3 months training, I had to go back to be doing my merchandising job. So I went back, and in June of 2024, they told me that I will be doing 6 months training by Bombida's Biscuit Company and another 6 months training by Kids Baking Company. Those companies are sisters, so I could have worked in any company I should say train in any companies. So after my 6 month training at Bermuda's, I came across to do the 6 months at KISS, which I'm still here now. My last day was to finish my training was in September, and then they keep me on. So I work October, another extra month training, and then from the 3rd of November, they officially bring me on board at Kiss Baking Company. So they give me a letter saying, I am no longer a merchandiser. I am now an HSC inspector at Kiss Baking Company. But they said I work so good, and I know I'm also happy. And so now I'm officially an HSC inspector at Kiss Baking Company. This journey was long, but you see, hard work pays off and good things come to do so. So I'm very thankful for CPI Labour College. I'm thankful for my company, my artistic company. They allowed me and gave me this opportunity to work with them. I'm so grateful, and thank you, Barry, for all that you have done for me. I will always be grateful. Thank you to CPI Labour College.
This is why we do what we do. Mr. Deron Ellis began learning music at the Manzanilla Police Youth Club at the age of 10. He earned a certificate in Pan at the then Center for Creative and Festival Arts. In his 27 years of musical experience, he has performed regionally and internationally for appreciative audiences in India, China, Jamaica, St. Martin, Aruba, Martinique, and the United States. He has been featured in the opening montage of Nicki Minaj's Pound the Alarm video, and he's appeared alongside various calypso, soca, and chutney artists on the semi-final and final nights stages of their respective competition. Since 2018, he's been a member of the National Symphony Orchestra of Trinidad and Tobago. We are proud to recognize him as an honorary member of the CCLCS family, who always and generously makes himself available to us. And that is no small wonder. We share, he and I, the fraternal bond as old boys of Queen's Royal College. Darren. Senator the Honorable Leroy Batiste took his oath of office as Minister of Labor, Small and Micro Enterprise Development on 3rd May 2025. Senator Batiste is a human resource management and industrial relations professional with expertise in the execution of business strategy. He holds a Master of Arts in Human Resource Management and a postgraduate diploma in Human Resource Management from the University of the West Indies. Senator Batiste has spent 30 years as a trade unionist in the Public Services Association and served as its president from the 1st of January 2022 to the 12th of March 2025. As a trade unionist, Senator Batiste has been at the forefront of major negotiations in the areas of collective bargaining, dispute resolution, as well as being involved in strategic planning and strategic human resource management. He has provided consultancy services to a number of public and private sector organizations in the area of industrial relations and human resource management. He was a member of the Board of Directors of the Environmental Management Agency and proudly a member of our own Board of Governors here at Cipriani College from 2019 to 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senator the Honorable Leroy Batiste to deliver this morning's commencement address.
Good morning, graduating class of 2025. Good morning. Ms. Natalie Willis, Permanent Secretary, the Ministry of Labor, Small and Micro Enterprise Development. Dr. Andre Vincent Henry, Director of the College. Mr. Sheldon Salino, Deputy Director, Academic Affairs, Deans of the College, other officers of the College, representatives of the Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago, representatives of the International Labour Organization, friends and family of our graduating class, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the members of the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies graduating class of 2025. Good morning to all of you. I want to add, I've heard a lot about what the college is engaging and in the activities it has done over the years. Let me tell you one of the things I want to give them a round of applause for. On my taking the position, the post of Minister of Labor, Small and Micro Enterprise Development, if there is a place I could depend on for support, for research, to buttress all the work that we do at the ministry, is this college, the College of yes, the College of Labor and Corporate Studies, Cipriani College. Again, give yourself a round of applause. It is my distinct pleasure to deliver the commencement speech for CCLCS, and how you say it nicely, you know, CCLCS, so I had to get that smooth. CCLCS Graduating Class of 2025. This is a significant homecoming for me. I have served on the Board of Governors of the college for the last 5 years before accepting the responsibility as Minister of Labor and Line Minister for CCLCS. Graduation, particularly at the tertiary level, is one of the most significant transformative moments in life. It is the gateway to greater opportunities that signal the beginning of a new phase. Having attained your tertiary qualification, I challenge you to take a look at your new selves. Reflect on the perseverance, dedication, and discipline that it took for you to get here. I put it to you that you are now equipped and empowered to seize the future. You represent the architects of the future of Trinidad and Tobago society and economy. Graduates, it is that future that my government is committed to delivering, grounded in our vision of a society defined by peace, social justice, and equity. Let me see that there is no better time to be a graduate than now. Why is that? On November 6, 2025, the government of Trinidad and Tobago unveiled the first ever groundbreaking and comprehensive revitalization blueprint aimed at establishing our small island state as a global hub for business and commerce, healthcare, tourism, and education, among others. The blueprint identifies 12 development nodes involving 130 major projects, which are expected to generate more than 50,000 jobs. Additionally, the implementation of these 130 projects will open windows of opportunities for businesses, including SMEs, small and micro enterprises, in construction, retailing, consulting, food, agro-processing, and the like, contributing to the creation of even more jobs. Adding to this is the significant focus on diversification beyond oil and gas. And let me say to you, we have no choice. The days of the oil boom is gone. You know, you used to say money is no problem in this country because every so often they gain this boom. That day could hardly be relied upon. We now have to take it, this country, and build it and move away from the dependency on oil and gas, not just for yourselves, but for your children and your grandchildren. That's a responsibility that we all have. And therefore, the development of new revenue generating industries to ensure long-term stability, which was shared in the 2026 budget statement, where agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism were identified as priority areas. Yachting, maritime hub development, finance, technology, including artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and biotechnology, and renewable energy are among the areas for diversification which have been identified by the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Colleagues, without the vision, the people perish. We had to dream big, and then we had to work towards it. But let me just say this. With that kind of ambition, your role becomes even that much more critical. And let me just say, Director, you know, what I'm about to say, I want to say to you this. It's only here. There's nowhere else would be able to do what I know we will need to do if we're going to pursue this diversification strategy. And I tell you this, as we speak, yes, there's all kind of, you know the saying, we open for business? You know why? Because we are traveling the whole world looking for what? Foreign direct investment. And trade missions are coming to Trinidad and Tobago. At the end of the day, this will cause a flurry of activities, and there is only one place to create balance between all what we want to do and the rights of our citizens in the world of work. And you know where that place is? Right here. Give yourself a round of applause. Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies. Nowhere else offers what you offer. And nowhere else can protect our citizens, given what we are looking and where we are looking to move. The government, notwithstanding all that we do, through its workers' agenda, has committed to, among other things, to the creation of a living wage for workers, increasing protection for domestic workers, modernizing the Industrial Relations Act and other labor laws, facilitating the recognition of unions for RMU status, improving the health plan for the public sector workers, developing a contributory pension plan for daily rated workers, and re-establishing the National Tripartite Advisory Committee, NTAC, just to name a few. In short, while the government pursues a visionary developmental diversification strategy, it is also committed to decent work for workers. Yes, graduates, safe and healthy work is decent work. Fair and equitable treatment at work is decent work. People working in the interest of people is cooperative work and decent work. And as declared by the ILO, decent work is productive work. This is social justice, and for this reason you exist, to ensure that equity and social justice exist in the world of work. Give yourself a round of applause, Cipriani. And graduates of corporate studies, that sector that you are part of is a sleeping giant. Its ability to organize small and micro entrepreneurs to leverage competitive advantage, coupled with the significant financial resources that this sector possesses, represents an untapped resource. For the record, the credit union boasts of an asset base of over $19 billion, which accounts for approximately 5% of the country's financial assets, and comprise a membership of more than 700,000 persons. I am of the view that this sector can significantly impact the growth and development of small and micro enterprises. Again, corporate persons, give yourself a round of applause. Graduates, therein lies the journey that you are about to embark upon. As your country pursues a pathway of sustainable growth and development, your role as students of CCLCS is to advocate and ensure decent work and social justice for our citizens. You must become champions of decent work. You must become champions of cooperatives. You must ensure safe and healthy work environment. You must ensure environmentally friendly work environment. You must ensure equity and fairness at work. You must ensure productive work. You ready for that? Are you ready for that? Well, give yourself a round of applause. In addition, graduates, as we face the imperative to diversify our economy, your role as architects is to harness your skills, your creativity, and your ingenuity to create a more sustainable Trinidad and Tobago beyond oil and gas. Indeed, this is a clarion call, not only for you, the graduates, but for all of us in this great country. You are graduating at a challenging but also opportune time in our nation's history. We are counting on you to take up this challenge and contribute to shaping the Trinidad and Tobago of tomorrow. Trinidad and Tobago does not exist in a vacuum. The challenges we face are complicated by the fact that we live in a world where forces beyond our control impact our daily lives and shape our future. From my perspective, we face three defining challenges that demand clarity of thought, sense-making, creativity, and the courage to make hard decisions that move us out of our comfort zone. One, technological disruption. Technological disruption is accelerating across sectors. Artificial intelligence, automation, and platform-based gig work are transforming how we farm, teach, build, and serve. And while these innovations offer opportunity, they also pose a serious threat to job security, especially for low-skilled workers and older generations struggling to keep pace. In fact, a recent study by the International Labour Organization found that up to 40% of jobs in the Caribbean are at risk of automation within the next 2 decades, with lower skill positions being most vulnerable. We are also among the most climate vulnerable regions in the world. Rising seas, unpredictable weather patterns, and environmental degradation are not distant threats. They are here. Entire communities are being uprooted. Farmers are losing crops. Coastal livelihoods are disappearing. And yet, our people continue to adapt, to rebuild, and to survive, often without the institutional support they deserve. And with that, I want to take a little time just to recognize our brothers and sisters in Jamaica and what they are experiencing even right now as we speak. Again, I really praying for their quick recovery, because yes, we are exposed among where this climate change thing is concerned more than any other parts of the world, this little region we call the Caribbean. Yes? And then there is the issue of informality and precarious work. A quiet epidemic in our economies. Too many of our youth work without contracts. Too many of our women balance underpaid care work with informal hustles. Too many migrants and workers with disabilities fall through the cracks of labor protection. This is the world you go into, a world which creates more wealth than ever before, but which simultaneously increases the difficulty of achieving the ideals of social justice, the equitable distribution of wealth and opportunity, and access to resources, rights, and protection for all. In this context, When it comes to building a just and equitable society, it cannot be business as usual. No more than ever, we need to reflect on two words: change and transformation. The circumstances that you are in, the forces that flow around you, are constantly new and different. And when the context changes, we are called upon to adapt. We turn left, we roll over, we small up, we hide, we survive. Adapting is a natural response. It is often an unconscious and unthinking response. You just trust your instinct and adjust your bearings, and success lies ahead. But transformation is different. Transformation requires will and action. Transformation occurs when we recognize change, assess the nature of its impact, determine that we are not its willing victims, but rather that we are able to control our response by committing ourselves to a course of action which bends change to our desired outcome. Transformation requires us to be fully conscious and engaged. It requires that we arm ourselves with conceptual tools, discipline our minds to make critical judgment, believe in our agency, our own agency, and know that we are always responsible for what happens to us. At this point in our country's development, it has to be you. It has to be each of us stepping up and taking responsibility for a better Trinidad and Tobago. I know you are up to this challenge. The Cipriani heritage is one of overcoming struggle. As I enter the foyer, there is a wall of heroes. Cipriani, Elba Francois, Butler, Rienzi, and to them you can add Pandey, Weeks, and others. And it is the spirit of these heroes that inspired you. It is also the spirit of your forebearers, your mothers, your fathers, and grandparents, whose sacrifices have contributed to you be to where you are. I know that you're up to this challenge. You looked at the world. You looked at your circumstances. You said that it is not good enough. And with all the pressures of work and life and relationship and responsibilities, you decided to bring yourselves here. And you stayed the course. As minister responsible for the college, as a former member of the Board of Governors, I know that you have been infused with the values and strengths to meet this moment, to confront the challenges of the future, to help secure and protect others, to make action more effective, more efficient, more fair, more just. You understand this moment in the region and in the world. We are called to throw off apathy and dependence, to throw off old mindsets and tired ideas. The problems we face that we think, the problems we face demand that we think critically, strategically, and based on fact. We are challenged to act morally, responsibly, collectively, and with bravery. For example, in the last national elections here in Trinidad and Tobago, no less than 3 past and present CCLCS students offer themselves as electoral candidates. That is engagement. I commend them all. Further to this, when we scan the environment in TNT, we can identify CCLCS graduates in key positions of national security, our justice system, business, and industry, and in every form of public service and community representation. At the ministry, studies are underway as it relates to the formalizing informal work. The motivation here is to primarily extend social protections to workers in informality, to ensure that they are less vulnerable to the vagaries of the market. But we also want to make sure that they have the access to support systems that empower them to attain their full potential. We recognize that it is insufficient to merely tell entrepreneurs in the informal sector that they should formalize. When the Honorable Prime Minister invited me to serve in her cabinet, the Ministry of Labor was entrusted with the responsibility for the small and micro enterprise sector, ensuring that this vital area was placed within my portfolio. I see the strong connection between the empowered works on the one hand and the use of SMEs as a vehicle for this purpose. In my initial briefings with the National Entrepreneurship Development Company, NEDCO, one of the things I made clear is that NEDCO's work must not be just ticking boxes. For example, I am less interested in how many loans are given and far more interested in the impact of these activities. It probably requires rethinking of the work in NEDCO and indeed in the rest of the ministry. Through our enterprise development programs, we are increasing access to capital, mentorship, and marketing opportunities with a focus on collective and community-led business models. And that takes me to another pillar in the development and empowerment of working people. That is community-led business model. The logic is clear. People who work legitimate and rewarding economic activities in their communities will be even more invested in keeping their communities safe, secure, and fair. This is one of the fundamental tenets of the college and every one of its stakeholders. Graduates, you either believe in social justice or you don't. But when you do, you know that there is no sitting in the sidelines or merely seeking one's own self-interest and personal privilege. You who have, at great personal cost, put in the time to learn a discipline and develop your capacity, I challenge you once again to get engaged. Not just to join, but to lead your cooperative or credit union, your union branch, or your national executive, to lead on the shop floor or as a supervisor, a manager, or business owner. Use the skills you have acquired and get involved. We have the opportunity not just to react to change, but to shape change, to reclaim ancestral wisdom and traditions of resistance, to use histories of injustice as the bricks which build a just society. You must determine that we will not simply adapt, but that we will transform the digital, ecological, and global realities of the 21st century to reflect who we are and what we need. Graduating class, I am not here just to congratulate you for completing your program, but also to highlight that success places responsibilities on your shoulders. You hold shared responsibility to lead with purpose and contribute to building a sustainable future for a transformed Trinidad and Tobago. I close with a quotation from Thomas Paine that is applicable to the task that is before us and that is before you. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country. But he that stands in now deserves the love and the thanks of man and woman. So take up the responsibility. Go out and lead. Go out and change our country. I thank you.
Let's thank the Honorable Minister again, please. It's my expectation that we have not produced any summer soldiers here at Cipriani. Please welcome back to the stage, Darren.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Darren. We now move to the formal conferral of degrees, diplomas, and certificates, which will be followed by the presentation of candidates.
Mr. Salino, Deputy Director for Academic Affairs, it is my honor and privilege in my capacity as Registrar to present 409 graduates. Having conducted a complete audit of their academic records, I hereby certify that each individual has fulfilled the requirements and established standards for their respective degrees and programs. With this assurance, I submit these candidates for the award of their academic credentials.
Director, the Committee of Program Deans of the College has reviewed the records and confirmed that the students presented have satisfied the requirements of the college. Candidates, please stand. Yes. I now invite all of the candidates to move their tassels from right to left, signifying their academic achievement. Thank you. You may have your seats. Thank you, Registrar. We now move into the presentation of candidates. Starting off with cooperative studies. To present the members of the class of 2025 from the Department of Cooperative Studies, we invite Mr. Cullen Bartholomew, Dean, to take the dais. We also ask Ms. Natalie Willis, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labor, Small and Micro Enterprise, to make her way to make presentation to the members of the class of 2025 graduating in cooperative studies and also in human resource management, which would follow right after cooperative studies.
Director, it is my honor to present to you the students of the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies who have successfully completed all the requirements for the certificates, diplomas, and degrees offered by the Department of Cooperative Studies. I'll begin with the certificates in Credit Union Management in absentia. Nikisha Egad, Kevin Bertrand, Natasha Baldial Singh, Rohani Dukran Cloudy, Dial Duke, Lisa Farrell Hailing, Theodora Gonzalez Jackson, Sandra Hu Blackman, Cheryl Joseph, Carla Murray, Shanice Solomon, Denicia Sincere, and Marissa Williams. Certificate in Credit Union Management in person, present. With Director's Honors, Dixian Barclay. With Director's Honors, Junior Barnett. With Director's Honors, Royds Williams. Next, we have the Associate of Arts degree in Cooperative Studies. With Director's Honors, Yvette Nayak. Samantha Samuel. Thank you very much, Director.
Present the members of the class of 2025 from the Department of Human Resource Management. We welcome Ms. Melissa Bridgewater, Dean of the department.
Director, it is my honor to present to you the students of the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies who have successfully completed all the requirements for the certificates, diplomas, and degrees offered by the Department of Human Resource Management. The Certificate in Human Resource Management in absentia, Cyrilla Alexis, Antonio Batiste, Tommy Duncan, Sachin Guya, Bianca Gray Millington, Shaniqua Harris, Licia James, Camille Lynch, Cindy Osborne Applewaite, Destiny Rivas, Kerry Sabazan. The Certificate in Human Resource Management, Sharina Bokas Khan, Kiara Bradshaw, Kate Gordon, Brandon Jadunanan, the Diploma in Human Resource Management in absentia, Sarana Abdul, Lisa Bob, Shakira Campbell, Aaliyah Charles, Rachel Churaman, Darcel Grant, Eslyn Harris, Nikano Irvin, Katian John, Nicholas Norega, Manisha Ramsumer, Shelley Redmond, Asha Simon, Tiana Sosa Seni, and Aaron Williams. For the Diploma in Human Resource Management in person, Sherilyn Alexander. Carindel Ayers. Shannon Francois. That's right. Abigail Solazano. And Jade Valley. The Associate of Arts degree in Human Resource Management in absentia, Sherian Alexander Romero, Trisha DeGrilla, Patrice Greg John, Sterling Hiralal, Lalchan Maniram, Jericia McEachran, Daniela Monsigi, and Bimati Prasad Khan. The Associate of Arts degree in Human Resource Management in person, Nigel Balbikram, and with Director's Honors, Giselle St. Rose. The Bachelor of Arts degree in Human Resource Management in absentia, Prashel Joe. The Bachelor of Arts degree in Human Resource Management with Director's Honors, Josanne Antrobus, with Director's Honors, Chelsea Sedeno. Renee Graves Coffey. With Director's Honors, Rachel Mack. With Director's Honors, Roberto Mathuro. Natoya Melville James. Cabrina Morris Jack. Dawn Scott. And with Director's Honors, Karen Williams. I thank you.
Thank you, Permanent Secretary. I now ask Director Dr. Andrew Vinton Henry to make the presentations to the members of the class of 2025 graduating in Labor Studies and Occupational Safety, Health and the Environment. I must extend apologies on behalf of Mr. Daniel, who is not with us today, as he has a family emergency that had to take him out of the country. So I will present the candidates in the Labor Studies Department. Certificate in Industrial Relations in absentia, Yelitza Aldana, Christian Barnett, Keith Cyrus, Monifa David, Levi Flavany, Raquel Fongyet, Yatana Hemmings, Paul Anthony Martin, Keisha Montez, Tamara Pereira, Josephine Reed, Candice Rudolfo, Mia St-Rose, Lauren Warwood, and Nijma Williams. Certificates. Ria Rampasad, Certificate in Industrial Relations. Elizabeth Solomon. Vinicia Toussaint. Rihanna, we move into the Diploma in Industrial Relations, Practice in Absentia. Xenia Alexis, Dwayne Allen, Adrian Arjun, Ian Austin, Darren Bartholomew, Amanda Benjamin, Roxanne Delandro, Donna Etienne, Latoya Felix, Nazarene Hayes Davis, Rodney Curtin, Nicola Lasquet, Lacia Laurent, Claire Ann Leach Lewis, Raymond Marcon, Ria Mado, Marlon McLeod, Evalina Morrow, Craig Murray, Dale Ramdio, Irvin Rouse, Wayne Robotham, Henry Smith, Sheena Stephen, Joel Telesford, and Stacy Thomas Leandri. The in-person certificate, Diploma in Industrial Relations, Rihanna Ali, Director's Honors. Kia Bier, Director's Honors. Leanne Grayson, Director's Honors. Jean Paul Innes, Director's Honors. Khalifa Miller Modest, Director's Honors. Kiram Roberts, Kareem Roberts, Jacqueline Bacchus Maynard, Director's Honors. These are the Associate of Arts degree in Cooperative Studies. Danessa Christom Furlong, Director's Honors. Giselle Marshall, Joel Mears, Johan Winter Roach, Director's Honors. Associate of Arts degree in Labor Studies in Absentia, Afisha Alman, Daniel Derrick, Marilla Dorich, Nigel Figaro, Anna Lackrage Maurice. We now move into the Bachelor of Arts degree in Labor Studies, Bachelor of Arts degree in Labor Studies in Absentia, Fayad Mohammed. In-person candidates, Kelda Cornwall Gomez, Director's Honors. Selvon Francis, Janelle John, Director's Honors. Kelsey Redhead. Elizabeth Robinson Gamaldo, Director's Honors. Carl Ann St. John Acosta. And Stephen Yearwood, Director's Honors. To present the members of the class of 2025 from the Department of Occupational Safety, Health and the Environment, Dean Barry Parasaram.
Director, it is my honor to present to you the students of the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies who have successfully completed all the requirements of the certificates, diplomas, and degrees offered by the Department of Occupational Safety, Health and the Environment. Certificate in Occupational Safety and Health in absentia. Brian Budu, Kadir Baya, Jalen Byron, Shakir Clark, Genova Chris, Jaziz Jesus, Genevieve Gray, Delicia Harris, Shaquille Holder, Pamela Marcel, Jabari Mitchell, Shahid Mohammed Ali, Roxanne Piruza, Kamira Questel Welch, Michael Ramnath, Maya Ramroach, Aaron Sanderson, Harry Sugdale, Josiah Thomas, Kimberly Williams Griffith, Karen Xavier. Certificate in Occupational Safety and Health, Julian Moll. Cheyenne Otley, Director's Honors. Diploma in Environmental Management in absentia, Tessa Fernandez. Diploma in Occupational Safety and Health in absentia, Anthony Archer, Samuel Chadban, Marlon Chun, Tenil Felix, Herbert Henry, Christopher John, Stacy Lewis, Nigel Miller, Darren Nelson, Leela Phillip, Cheyenne Redhead, Michela Rodriguez, Gemlin Tobias Frank. Diploma in Occupational Safety and Health, Chanel Belgrove. Gary Bristol. Anchel Kagan Mills. Casillas Diaz, Director's Honors. Deodat Dridgepole, Director's Honors. Natalia Hall. Shanika Millington, Director's Honors. Andrew Romain. Janelle Vickles, Director's Honors. Associate of Science degree in Occupational Safety and Health, in absentia, Amy Brown, Stephlyn Hunt, David Johnson, Michael Richards, Nicole Roy, Zenon Selman. Associate of Science degree in Occupational Safety and Health, Jamila Alexander. Ashley Antoine Robinson, Director's Honors. Stage Charan. Janika Hatt. Candice King, Director's Honors. Ravindra Maharaj. Lisa Rampasad. Stephanie Rojas. Crystalline Scarrett. Associate of Science degree in Occupational Safety, Health and the Environment, in absentia, Javon Amoruso, Cindy Chady, Michelle George, Natalie Joseph, Luan Morris, Keisha Corles Parag, Amy Ramnares, Jessica Rangu, Elisha Singh. Associate of Science degree in Occupational Safety, Health and the Environment, Andrea Crickshank, Director's Honors. Anton Dietz, Director's Honors. Magilta Dujon. Bachelor of Science degree in Occupational Safety, Health and the Environment, in absentia, Nicholas Jones, Ashley Fortune. Bachelor of Science degree in Occupational Safety, Health and the Environment, Kellyanne Alexander, Director's Honors. Vidya Amichan, Director's Honors. April Bello, Director's Honors. Francis Bonio, Director's Honors. Jacqueline K.B. Modest, Director's Honors. Ryan Castellano, Director's Honors. Shaquille Clark. Nigel Clark, Director's Honors. Kevin Hardew, Director's Honors. Ajis Haradan, Director's Honors. Jaquan Hazel, Director's Honors. Hayden Jaikaran, Director's Honors. Karisha Kalpatu. Dwayne McDonald, Director's Honors. Alicia Millet. Alison Pereira, Director's Honors. Nabia Ratan Singh, Director's Honors. Ian Romain. Ellen Sorzano John, Director's Honors. Shari Soberall, Director's Honors. Elan Wilson. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director. I invite Senator the Honorable Leroy Batiste, our Minister, to make the presentation to the members of the class of 2025, graduating from the Department of Security Administration and Emergency Management and the Department of Project Management. To present the members of the class of 2025 from the Department of Project Management, we invite Dean Nigel Bagwatsaran to come forward.
Director, it is my honor to present to you the students of Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies who have successfully completed all of the requirements for the certificates, diplomas, and degrees offered by the Department of Project Management. Certificate in Project Management in absentia, Akila Andrew Scott. Sunil Arjun, Stuart Barrow, Karel Botswain, Adriel Bruce, Anastasia Hall, Kyle Joseph, Joshua Lee Edwards, Jordan Medford, Sabrina Nanan, Devon Pascal, Tiffany Pereira, Carice Perez, Marissa Siu, Keisha Williams. Certificate in Project Management in person. Marcel Bettel, Director's Honors. Lillian Paul, Director's Honors. Diploma in Project Management in absentia. Ryan Alexander, Stima Ali, Malika Arthur, Denise Ferguson, Whitney Gordon, Katrina Maharaj, Philip Seals, Rajan Ward, Winston Wilson. Diploma in Project Management Physical. Chantel Sylvester. Nyasha Waf. Now we move on to the associate degree in project management in absentia. Ajamo Alfred, Gregory Francis, Shanika George, Robin Greenwich, Karen Osborne. Associate of Science degree in project management in physical. Carrie Ann Gonzalez, Director's Honors. Kamika Thompson. Bachelor of Science degree in Project Management in absentia. Michael Arundel, Rohini Gailan, Silda Jackson. Bachelor of Science degree in Project Management Physical. Miles Andrews, Director's Honors. Ezekiel Carty, Director's Honors. Shay Cummins, Director's Honors, Regional Student. Kedisha James, Director's Honors. Shanice James, Director's Honors. Nikila Moore, Director's Honors. Shellyan Noel, Director's Honors. Brent Pierre, Director's Honors. Devin Roberts, Director's Honors. Christian Rodriguez, Director's Honors. Shadi Shepherd, Director's Honors. Diwana Vincent, Director's Honors. Thank you and congratulations to the entire team.
To present members of the class of 2025 from the Department of Security Administration and Emergency Management, we invite Ms. Adriana Archer, who is the Program Dean for the department.
Director, it is my honor to present to you the students of the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies who have successfully completed the requirements for certificates, diplomas, and degrees offered by the Department of Security Administration and Emergency Management. Certificate of Security Administration and Management in absentia, Denison Baird, Jamil Cooper, Crystal Dunmore, Sonja Felix, Diana McIntyre, Leila Mackenzie Jules, Lester Niblet, Nigel Filbert, Sylvester Simunta, Anthony Stewart, Floyd Stewart, Abigail Suchet, Hilarious Wilkinson. Certificate in Security Administration and Management. Marcia Gibson Waite, Director's Honors. Kenrick Surratt. Diploma in Emergency Management in absentia, Ian Adams, Keon Anderson, Kerwin Augustine, Dana Busby, Dominic Castro, Oniko Gray, Francis Hall, Malachi Hutch, Sherlyn James, Kenesha Jeffrey Decembert, Pritchlow Lord, Kalma Louis, Darion Mitchell, Atiba Paris, Vitra Ramdale, Ian Ramratan, Corian Ramsey, Nathaniel Roper, Jonathan Rollo, Daryl Sentbury, Denise Villafana James, Nyan Wells. Diploma in Emergency Management. Stacey Ann Kojo Guevara, Director's Honors. Alana Glord, Director's Honors. Jaime Hamilton, Director's Honors. Ancilla Ince Peters, Director's Honors. Alicia Jeffers Dinoon, Director's Honors. Ashlyn Lemesy, Director's Honors. Gregory Mahabia, Director's Honors. Nigel Manu, Director's Honors. Sherry-Ann McIntosh D'Souza, Director's Honors. Melissa Wallen. Ryan Willis. Ryan Wills. Crystal Ann Andrews. Melissa Batiste. Kiwana Diaz. Tamika Frederick. Diploma in Security Administration and Management in absentia, Selma Adams, Corey Alfred, Videsh Bagwandine, Marilyn Bonner, Kirsty Clark, Jason Cooper, Josanne Francis, Gabrielle Henderson, Avalon Jagasa, Robert Joseph, Zahiu Khan, Adela Laidlow, Karina Myers, Lauren Neptune, Rodney Ramlal, Sulen Ramsarak, Sean Samaru, Shamel Sanchez, Joanna Sajias, Candice Telesford. Diploma in Security Administration and Management. Lance Gobin. Shanada Hamilton Raymond. Colleen Joseph. Vishwanath Samaru, Director's Honors. Stacy Ann Samuel. Amelia Singh Hadeo. Christiana Walcott, Director's Honors. Associate of Science degree in Security Administration and Management in absentia, Janelle Alfonso, Lester Bartholomew, Justin Charles, T1 Jerry, Damian Martin, Nishala Mayers Codrington, Marvin Mitchell, Holly Sylvan, Renee Thomas. Associate of Science degree in Security Administration and Management, Rachel Austin. Roxanne Cox. Jasani Davis. Randall Durham, Director's Honors. Kurt Douglas, Director's Honors. Wayne Gills. Kevin Johnson. Andre Lopez. Kieran Mitchell, Director's Honors. Sparkle Philip York. Teresa Sampson. Nandy Stewart, Director's Honors. Jason Thomas. Bachelor of Science degree in Security Administration and Management in absentia, Kurt Bertrand. Bachelor of Science degree in Security Administration and Management, Aquila Bailey Roberts. George Burke. Natalia Mendez. Sabriella Mendez. Shazad Mohammed. And Sheldon St. John, Director's Honors. Thank you all very much.
We do nothing to curb the enthusiasm. Michelle Noel. Oh God, don't make me look bad now. Michelle Noel is a strong believer in the saying that nothing happens before its time, and never without a reason. She is pragmatic in what she does, and it is therefore small wonder that she chose and excelled in project management, a discipline that requires clear-eyed attention to detail and evidence. Ms. Noel also epitomizes the persistence and drive of the Cipriani student. She began her tertiary education journey more than 20 years after leaving secondary school. By virtue of her exceptional academic performance, she is this year's valedictorian, and I am very pleased to invite Michelle Noel to deliver the valedictory address on behalf of the class of 2025. Director,
The English playwright John Haywood coined the phrase, "Rome was not built in a day," to which my mother would say, "Well, neither was it done in a night." But we seldom hear the second part, which states, "But they were laying bricks by the hour." Senator, the Honorable Leroy Batiste, Minister of Labor and Small and Micro Enterprise Development, Ms. Natalie Willis, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labor and Small and Micro Enterprise Development, Mr. Andre Vincent Henry, Director of the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies, Mr. Sheldon Salino, Deputy Director, Academic Affairs, Ms. Paula Innes, Deputy Director, Student Affairs, Deans, esteemed faculty, management and staff of the college, honored guests, family and friends, ladies and gentlemen, and the graduating class of 2025, a good morning. Today is momentous. It marks the culmination of years of diligence and sacrifice, growth and transformation. We gather to celebrate not the closing of a chapter, but the opening of new ones, armed with the knowledge, values, and resilience this Institute of Higher Academia has instilled in us. We began a journey rooted in purpose when we chose Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies, since this is no ordinary institution. It is a place where education meets activism, and it is fused with social justice, a place where students are taught not only to succeed, but to lead, to serve, and transform society. We arrived with a shared goal, to learn and grow, in a place where we also master the art of last-minute submissions. From inception, we were immersed in a culture that values labor, cooperation, equity, and empowerment, where we learn that education is not just about personal advancement, but also collective upliftment. We are reminded that those are our tools to building a better Trinidad and Tobago. Graduating from CCLCS means more than earning a certificate. It means carrying forward a legacy, the legacy of Arthur Andrew Cipriani, whose name this great institution bears. It is one of courage, conviction, and commitment. He taught us that progress is not given, but won through struggle. Let us honor his legacy by being agents of change, using our education not just to climb ladders, but to build ladders for others. Let us be bold in our vision, strategic in our actions, and compassionate in our leadership. Throughout this journey, there were moments of overwhelming doubt, where the task seemed insurmountable. Still, I moved on. However, with each passing day, each assignment completed, each exam passed, the finish line became closer, and with the solidarity of my colleagues, I persevered. Many of you share similar stories of triumph over trials, of growth, and of becoming a better version of yourself. Today, we celebrate not only our academic achievements, but also personal transformation. Our time at CCLCS was marked by rigorous academic training, spirited in-class debates, lively engagements, and moments of profound introspection. We debated the rights of workers, the roles of unions, the ethics of globalization, and the past, present, and future of cooperative economics. We examine the legacies of colonialism, the struggles of the working class, and the challenges of sustainable development, all while learning to question, to critique, to imagine alternatives, and never accept the status quo at face value, but to delve deeper and look beyond. We were taught by lecturers who were not, as one said, a sage on the stage, but rather the guide by the side. Educators, mentors, activists, and thought leaders. They challenge us to think critically, write persuasively, and act courageously. They reminded us that classrooms and lecture halls are only the beginning, and that the real learning happens in the streets, in the workplace, and in the communities we serve. One of the most beautiful aspects of our journey is the friendships we forged. Those relationships supported us through assignments, exams, personal crises, and work. We celebrated each other's victories and lifted each other through setbacks with the requisite shoulder and listening ear. We learned that cooperation is not just a theory, but a way of life, that no one succeeds alone, but together as a collective, and that true leadership is about empowering others. To my fellow graduates, you have been my comrades, my confidants, my inspiration, and my personal support system. I salute the entire project management department. I am proud to stand among you today on the cusp of this new beginning. As we graduate, we do so in a world of inequalities, but we also stand on the threshold of possibilities. We are the generation that will redefine work, reimagine cooperation, and rebuild communities. The ones who will advocate for decent wages, safe workplaces, inclusive policies, and sustainable practices. We will challenge the status quo and demand a future that works for all. My friends, do not be daunted by the magnitude of the challenges before us, but remember that every great movement began with ordinary people doing exceptional things because they refused to accept injustice. Let us be those people. And as we know, no journey is ever walked alone. So today, we pause to thank those who walked beside us, behind us, and ahead of us. To our families and loved ones, your unwavering support, moments of sacrifice, and words of encouragement were most appreciated and made this day possible. This day is as much yours as it is ours. To our lecturers, thank you for your patience. You needed it. Your passion, it was infectious. And your unwavering belief in our potential, we needed it. You have all left an indelible mark on our minds, hearts, and lives. Mr. Dewen Antoine? My heartfelt thanks to you, sir. To those often not seen, the administrative staff, custodians, librarians, security personnel, and everyone who keeps this place of higher learning running, we appreciate you. To the alumni who paved the way for us and the incoming students who will carry the torch, we acknowledge you. May you uphold the values of this institution. Every single one of you made this academic experience a life experience. My comrades, as we step into our future and beyond these walls, let us do so fearlessly, with confidence and clarity. Let us embrace the unknown with curiosity and courage. Be lifelong learners, fearless dreamers, and committed change makers. Remember that the true measure of education is not in the grades we earned, but in the lives we touch. It is not in the titles we hold, but in the justice we pursue. Nor is it in the accolades we receive, but in the legacy we leave. We are not the same people who walked through those doors, for we are wiser and stronger and have earned this moment. In closing, I reflect on my opening remark. Whether it be day or night in which Rome was built, each brick laid represents a step in our journey to becoming a Cipriani graduate. So let us go forth not with arrogance, but with empathy, and not with fear, but with hope. The walls of Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies are graced with the names of men and women who made remarkable accomplishments. May our names one day too be echoed in these corridors of this institution with as much reverence as theirs for the positive impact we will in the future make. Congratulations, class of 2025. You have earned this. Thank you.
Could you thank the valedictorian again, please? Ladies and gentlemen, to say thanks on behalf of the officers and staff of the college and on behalf of the class of 2025, please welcome Mrs. Loriela Merez, the Manager of Quality Assurance, and with her dedicated team, the enforcer of academic and institutional integrity. I wish to place on record again my deep appreciation for her work. She has no small part in making our continuing academic accreditation move from 5 to 7 years. And she does it all with the gentleness of spirit and melodic correction. Laurie.
Good afternoon. As we gather to celebrate this milestone, I am deeply honored to share a few words of gratitude. Graduation is never an individual achievement. It is a tapestry woven by faculty members, by mentors, by family, friends, and every person who believed in you along the way. Today, we pause to acknowledge those who guided, supported, and inspired you along the way, those who made this graduation possible. And for this moment, we'd like to pause to give honor to our minister. And so I'd like to invite Ms. Paula Innes, the Deputy Director, Student Affairs, to present a token of appreciation to our minister. And in like manner, I'd like to invite Mr. Nigel Bagwatsaran to present a token of appreciation to Ms. Natalie Willis, RPS. Thank you, Senator the Honorable Leroy Batiste, Minister of Labor and Small and Micro Enterprise Development, for all your support, both as a member of the Board of Governors and now as our line minister. Ms. Natalie Willis, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labor and Small and Micro Enterprise Development, thank you for your guidance and your continuous support of the college. Dr. Andre Vincent Henry, our Director, thank you for your stellar leadership, passion, and vision to make this college an institution of excellence, as well as a significant contributor to national development. Mr. Curtis Floyd and Ms. Shuma Joseph from the Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago, we thank you for your wisdom, guidance, and direction in helping us strengthen this institution. Mr. Sheldon Celino, Deputy Director of Academic Affairs and our Chief Academic Officer, thank you for your academic leadership, your high standards, and your commitment to quality education. Ms. Paula Innes, Deputy Director, Student Affairs, thank you for the care that you show for our students that is reflected in the student support initiatives. Thank you. Ms. Natasha Carew, Registrar, thank you for your efforts and for making today's ceremony one that is meaningful and memorable. To all our program deans and faculty members, thank you for your mentorship, your patience, and your countless hours that you've invested in our students. To the management and staff of the college, thank you for your dedication to making this institution one of excellence. Mr. Samuel Dunton, our multi-talented corporate secretary, thank you for leading us in singing today's national anthem, as well as for beautifully decorating the auditorium. Ms. Shelley-Ann Noel, our valedictorian, thank you for such an inspirational speech. Thank you. To the family and friends of the class of 2025, thank you for your unwavering support. And I'd like to invite our graduates to stand and salute and acknowledge your family members and friends and supporters through a round of applause. Thank you. To the graduating class of 2025, we thank you for choosing the Cipriani College of Labor and Cooperative Studies. We are proud of you and we rejoice with you today. Thank you everyone for celebrating with us today. Enjoy the rest of your day. We would now like to ask all the guests to remain seated for the academic procession as our graduates leave the auditorium.
The journey, the journey, the journey.